and ask for this moment in time that we set aside our petty differences and acknowledge that this, the most deadly attack in the history of the United States,
You would be the one to
transcends whatever
repeat that
position you or
fucking
others may
little
have when it comes to immigration,
tag.
gun control, LGBT rights, or just to simply recognize the
I'll throw a
enormity
Q
of
in there.
the impact of hatred and bigotry. There will be a place and time to debate issues that sadly began even after the bodies were identified, but not here and not tonight. Let us tonight renounce all of that sideshow and simply pray for those lost souls and our nation. Tonight, let us come together in recognition of some very
Sideshow.
simple, common principles that we all should agree upon without an argument. Number one, that our Constitution was written to give oppressed people rights, and those rights are firmly grounded in our Bill of Rights. They will never be taken from us, but we must be realistic and recognize that all rights have responsibilities. And while those responsibilities may sometimes feel like an infringement, take note that no right is unlimited and without reasonable restriction. Number two, that individuals should have the right to love whoever they want, whenever they want, and however they want, without anyone's interference.
You are such a jerk.
If you don't like who I love or who I marry, get over it.
Wow, powerful words, man.
Number three, that everyone seeking to come to this country, whether they be Mexican, Muslim, victim of war or oppression, or refugees, are human beings before they are anything else. And unless you are a Native American Indian, all of our roots and paths to this country came from a search for religious, economic, and individual freedom. And may God help us if this country ever ceases to be the shining beacon of freedom that the rest of the world yearns to be in. This massacre shows us more plainly than ever
Joe
that hatred and
texting.
bigotry can have an unbelievable consequence. That is why tonight I have asked our wonderful community to come together in prayer, to come together in recognition of our common beliefs, and to share our outrage and be together in solidarity and show the rest of the world that wherever we stand on any issue, we stand together with Orlando. We stand together with Paris, Belgium, San Bernardino, Boston, Fort Hood, Phoenix, and Houston, and everywhere peace and basic human freedoms are threatened. So I want to thank you all for being here tonight and hope you enjoy the program and the
like her
speakers that we
hair,
have
Mike?
prepared
Does
for
she look
you.
cute to you?
May God bless the victims, may God bless Orlando, and may God continue to bless you all and the great city of Peekskill.
Who are you going to introduce next?
I'll now call upon Reverend Jan Nunley from St. Peter's Episcopal Church for an opening prayer.
He just say nunnery.
Thank you, Mayor Catalina.